Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now, yo. It's been a long time coming, but I'm giving a little bit back to the Sabaton fans out there. Yo, you lot are wild. There's a bloody big team of you lot, so I want to say respect first and foremost. Now, get this microphone out of the way, it doesn't do anything. We're going to listen to the second LP by Sabaton entitled, you correct me if I'm wrong, Attero Dominatus? Attero Dominatus? I don't know. But this is the title track. Track 1 of 14. We're in for a ride. Let's go. Straight away. Come on. Come on.
Dominatus. Berlin is burning. Denique. Interimo. The light has fallen.
That double kick sounds massive. Already they must have had a decent sound engineer to be creating this sound, right? Got the synths going mad in the background. It wouldn't be the same without the synth, would it? Come on. They're actually playing local. What? 14th of April? Yes, yesterday. 15th. The OVO Arena, Wembley, 15th of April. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow they're playing in London. That's crazy. Where are they from? Sabaton, they're American band, are they? Nah, they're not. They're a European band. They're a European band.
We stand at the gates of Berlin. With 2,500 men. With 6,000 tanks in our ranks. Used to manufacturing rams. Artillery leading our way. A million grenades has been launched.
6,000 tanks in our ranks.
The Nazis must pay for their crimes. The wings of their eagles been broken. Marshals who call soldiers serving Berlin on the plate. Disregard the losses the city's asked to take. Attero Dominatus.
Attero Dominatus.
Berlin is burning. Denique. Interimo. The right has fallen. The price of our war must be paid. Millions of lives has been lost. The price must be paid by the men that started the war in the 30s. The spring of the year 45, the year when the Nazis will fall. We're inside the gates of Berlin. The week of the eagle's been broken. Comrades, Stalin soldiers, serve his head on the plate. Disregard the losses the Eagles lands asked to take. Attero Dominatus, Berlin is burning.
One moment, I've lost a little bit of connection, but yeah, let me just say, it really is the Sabaton way to have them big epic gang chants on the chorus section. No band, I think, does it better than this band. It tends to definitely be a trademark. We listened to the first album quite a bit back now, and it felt like they were, you know, edging into that way, sort of testing the waters a little bit, as some of their songs didn't have them style of vocals, and when they weren't there, it felt a lot emptier. It felt like it wasn't Sabaton, so yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we got a record full of that stuff from the get-go this time around. Yo.
Dominatus, Berlin is burning. Denique, Interimo, the right has fallen.
Very cool solo. One thing the band does is they write a really good song, and in doing so, they reel back the riffs. Because obviously they're very technical at what they are capable of doing, but you know, during the riffs, during rhythm section, you know what I mean? They can do more, add more to it, but they know they don't want to fluff it up too much because it's about the songwriting, it's about the structure of the song, and it's about the dynamic and getting that lyrical melody across in its most powerful sense and not watering it all down.
March, fight, die in the ring. March, fight, conquer, Berlin. Attero, Dominatus, Berlin is burning. Denique, interimum, the right has fallen. Attero, Dominatus, Berlin is burning. Denique, interimum, the right has fallen. Attero.
Great number, really well formed, really well put together. Whoever is structuring the songs is a genius, knows exactly what to do. We've got Nuclear Attack coming up next. Alright, track number 2, hold on to your, your historical army set, people. Let's go. Dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Sabaton. This one's Nuclear Attack, track 2 of 14. Although I've had a look at the track listing and there's a lot of demos on there and a cover. I don't think we're going to be listening to them. We just want to hear the real deal. We want to hear the studio record. We want to hear Sabaton. Alright, this is Nuclear Attack. Let's go.
Prepare for nuclear attack!
Quite an 80s style of riffing right here, you know.
From Cominola, a city erased, threat to the future displayed. A power unheard of, a power unseen. The shadow nowhere, the sky is burning. 80s in AM, total control. Realize something was wrong. Reports of explosions, destruction and pain. The rain from Hell City gone in blaze. August in black, B-29 turning back. Prepare for nuclear attack.
That line, prepare for nuclear attack, is so powerful and bold, and the aggression and the phrasing as to which it's put forward is superb.
Warned but did not heed. Prepare for nuclear attack.
I met a dude not so long back. I've never been involved in like power metal communities and stuff like that, but I met a fellow who was into his metal and stuff, and he made a passing comment that, he went to a metal gig. And for the most part, I might not look like a metal dude, you know what I mean, in my day-to-day. So I just sort of feel it out a little bit. Oh, yeah, who did you see? You know, sometimes they tell you, sometimes they sort of leave another gateway because they feel like you won't know the band. And he said Nightwish. And so I said, oh, yeah, bloody, you know, Sabaton and all that. Because it seems like Nightwish fans have an affinity with Sabaton fans. For the most part, I got into Sabaton by doing Nightwish reactions, so...
Extermination! Strike back! Shows not to believe. Another nuclear attack! From the southeast came a second attack. Threat of tomorrow unveiled. 11:02 on the 9th of August. Over the valley like ball lightning. Bomb detonates and the land is in waste. Battle for decades to come. The factories burning, the steel was destroyed. Surrender your world to perish in flames. Second attack. B-29's turning back. Prepare for nuclear attack. Warned but did not heed. Prepare for nuclear attack. Extermination! Strike back!
Fight back, prepare for nuclear attack. That's hard, that.
Chose not to believe. Another nuclear attack!
That's a great riff. Almost proggy, that riff. Come on. I know you lot are hitting the gym to this music. I know you're going to the gym and banging Nuclear Attack on. I have no doubt in my mind. We've got Rise of Evil coming up next, the long one at 8 minutes 20, so we might be in for a bit of a treat with this one. A little bit of a story development of this one. Hold on to your socks. Bada bing! There's Rocksteady. King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Sabaton's second LP. I'm not going to give it another attempt to state the title of this record, even though it was spoken very clearly in the first song, the title track. This is track number 3. It's a long one at 8 minutes 19. It's entitled Rise of Evil. Come on. What an intro. The production on the record with some of these riffs and some of these keys in the background, and when I say the riffs, I mean some of these more time signature scary riffs, nothing too overtly complex, but you know, something a little more unique as far as the timing's concerned. Reminds me a little bit of what Dream Theater do from time to time. Soundscapes, instrumentally, sounds a bit like something Dream Theater would do.
Stop the Holocaust, the Reich will rise. propaganda, the right will rise. To last 1,000 years. Burning books to spread anti-Semite propaganda. Who will stop the madman's reign? Night of broken glass, send the Jews to Dachau death camp. On a path to certain death. The Anschluss completed. On the brink of war, as brutal with no pity, be harsh, show no remorse. Stop the war machine, the right will rise. Propaganda, the right will rise.
When they're writing, do they write about a particular time frame in military history, or do they pick and choose like different elements from different areas across, the spectrum of their military knowledge, or do they like specify within like, right, we're going to talk about the start of the Second World War, and we're going to pinpoint this particular time frame and look at different perspectives and write about these particular characters and particular characteristics, or do they just sort of find what sounds good, find what's relevant and throw it in? What do you think? What do you know? Quite funny. Shelby says, I caught myself singing this today at work, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't be singing the Reich Will Rise out loud. That's quite good. That's quite good. Grandpa loved this song so much he started doing this weird high five. Don't you just love it when you can't stop saying the Reich will rise right after listening to this 5 times? This is quite a funny after effect, which I've never come across before. I've never come across this before. This is very funny. Genuinely the most chilling song I've ever heard. Despite knowing what it's about, it still makes you feel a sense of pride and really gives you a perspective as to how many lost souls in Germany could have fallen for such evils. This song is usually the one singled out for when people accuse Sabaton of being Nazis, but they aren't understanding the purpose and message of this song. Wow, I mean, they couldn't get away with not having one finger pointed at them, could they? Because I was thinking as I was listening to it, isn't it amazing how they can get into the studio and create music like this, but given the concept and, the span of storytelling this band has, at this point, already created, they can get off with it, right? I mean, why the hell not? It makes complete sense that they should do a song like this and can make a song like this if they're approaching every perspective and historically telling and emphasizing the different, viewpoints and so forth. I didn't know. I don't know much about the band or the market as to which this band resides, but I find it quite humorous that they get called Nazis for it. What else attributes to that? Have they done more songs like this, or? Such a shame they don't play this on live anymore. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it, really? It makes sense. Let's have a look at the responses. It is a good song, but it ain't worth them getting arrested. Easily one of their best songs, says Javan. Which is crazy, because, if you really do enjoy the track, and, it is an half-decent tune, nice change of tempo, powerful number, but to say it's one of your best is quite controversial in itself, isn't it? My personal favourite, says David. Sophie says mine too. Avantgarde says that's sus. Agreed. Arguably their best one in general. Bismarck or The Final Solution. So they do other songs in regards to, the Nazi reign. Let's have a look. This comment section is interesting. This is giving me plenty of food for thought as far as artistic and creative freedom and what it can influence and the feedback it receives. This is the most evil sound I've heard a guitar make. I don't think so. I disagree with that personally. Somebody recommended baby metal in response to that. Sorry, I'm getting lost in the comments here. I find this very interesting. There's a morbid interest in relation to the feedback this song has received. Right. Maybe a bit controversial, but still a damn good song. Yeah, I'll give that a like. That sums it up really, doesn't it? Bit controversial, mate, but it's a good number. I guess that's the reason why it's in their underrated playlist. Very interesting. Right, let's keep it moving.
To last 1,000 years, I see the eagle rising.
Come on.
The rise of evil.
Ooh. Little bit of an extended break there.
An invasion is coming, but when will it start? Who will be first to fall? Who will be last to stand? Who will stop all this madness that has consequences no man understand? No man, no land.
Right, 80s production on this.
Stop the Holocaust, the right will rise. Propaganda, the right will rise.
Where's this band from? Is this a German band? Let me just check where the band's from. Because if certain things align, then I find that quite humorous. Where is Sabaton from? From Sweden. Very cool. Yeah, shout out Sabaton, Sweden.
To last 1,000 years. I see tide rising. The rise of evil.
That march in there, skinhead. Not that that would be relevant, like, back in those days, but I've heard plenty of skinhead music as far as, you know, the marching is concerned, that rhythm. Hey, you don't have to be a racist to be a skinhead, don't judge me, people. Yeah, good tune. I mean, a little bit long for me, but I guess that's the whole point, innit? It mixes it up a little bit, have a nice mid-tempo number. It is catchy, yeah, very catchy, unfortunately catchy. Let's keep things moving. I've said enough on that one. I think the people have said enough in the comments. That was an interesting read. We've got In the Name of God coming up next at track number 4, alright?
New Powerade Serum.
Yes! There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Sabaton. This is track number 4 of their second LP. It's entitled In the Name of God. Let's go. Come on.
Just killing women and children. Fight when you choose to fight. Hide in a cave when you're hunted. Like a beast, spawn from hell, you lies in fear. Chosen by God, oh, a coward insane. Stand up and show me your face. Suicidal, in a trance, a religious army. Tangled out a uniform and hide in the crowd. Call it holy, call it just, authorized by heaven. Leave you wounded as they die and call it God's will.
I like them harmonics ringing off in that main riff there. Come on.
Run when it's time to pay. Clear consequence of your action. Reappear when you're almost forgotten.
Anyone listen to Powerwolf? I searched where they were from in the last track and Powerwolf came up as a related act. I've never heard of them. Sound like a D-beat rock and roll band, but probably a power metal band, right?
Of our world in peace, yet you cause pain and destruction. Kill your own, the response of your action. Chosen by God, oh, a coward insane. Stand up and show me your face.
Come on.
Suicidal, in a trance, a religious army. Fight without a uniform and hide in the crowd. Call it holy, call it just, authorized by heaven. Leave you wounded as they die and call it God's will. insane, your war is in vain. Trapped in a cage of stone will destroy your home. Consequence of your action, capturing all your lies. Spirits in your eyes, could you've gone insane, your war is in vain. Trapped in a cage of stone will destroy your home. Consequence of your action. Chosen
Lunatic says this is the most amazing diss track of all time.
by God, oh, a coward insane. Stand up and show me
Hey, funny. Killer says, wait, is this not Powerwolf? I just referenced Powerwolf. Alright, cool. So this must sound like Powerwolf. Can you believe it?
your face. Suicidal in a trance, a religious army. Fight without a uniform and hide in the crowd. Call it holy, call it just, all the lights by heaven. Leave you wounded as they die and call it God's will. Suicidal in a trance, a religious army.
Powerwolf have got a tune called In the Name of God as well.
Fight without a uniform and hide
A Powerwolf an English band?
in the crowd.
Alright, that was In the Name of God. Yeah. What else can I say? What else can I say? We've got We Burn, which is a short one coming up at 2 minutes 55. I'm looking forward to Metal Crew because I really enjoyed the metal one they had on the last record. It was incredible. We Burn coming up next. Alright, track number 5. Let's keep it moving. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. This one's entitled We Burn. It's track number 5. Let's go. Come on. If you want to access all the full album listens, click the link down in the description. Don't waste your time, people. Come on. Let's get a good riff. Come on.
I've had a vision, it's clear to me now. I know what has to be done. Different religions cannot share a land. A plague, and I have the cure. Chase them down, let them suffer in pain. Dig them down, they'll be gone for a while. Evidence lost, we burn under and rain. Show them
Top 3 of the worst songs to sing in public. Rise of Evil, The Final Solution, and We Burn.
no mercy, just burn. Flesh turn to ash. Inspired by deeds that were
I didn't even know this was about genocide, you know.
done long ago. I know what has to be done.
Another controversial one. The comment section is very pleasing.
Filth on my land must be washed clean and pure. Now let the cleansing begin. Genocide who will drag me to court. There's no crime if you do not get
It might even not be about that, to be honest with you.
caught. I am the law, we burn.
Great riff.
And rain. Show them no mercy, just burn. Flesh turn to ash. Private sergeants and generals here. It's a chance we've been waiting too long. Your orders are to start to burn. Plunder and raid. Show them no mercy, just burn. Flesh turn to ash.
Brilliant. Nice and short, straight to the point. One of the problems I personally have with this band is that there's an incredible historical context. In a way, it will teach you, given you follow the lyrics, the historical context and do a bit of background. But me, I don't have the time for that, nor am I a history buff. I don't know anything about history whatsoever. So it's all a bit, I can't connect as well as some people can. But regardless, we've got Angels Calling coming up next, alright? There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. This one's entitled Angels Calling. This is a relatively long one, at just under 6 minutes. Track number 6, come on. There's 2 versions of this song. Sounds like a Nightwish intro, doesn't it? Come on. Drummer always gets a nice little groove on that bell on the cymbal. The tinny bit.
Sent to kill, to watch no man's land. Snipers are moving unseen. Fight for land, to lose it again. Shrapnel is filling the air. Hell on earth, the trenches mean death, but keep your head down low. Charge the lines, the ultimate test, it's a synchronized sacrifice. Get the wounded off the dark, left alone in no man's land.
Clean riff that. Did a little.
Mapping chaos at the front. Dream of heaven, angels are calling your name. Shells and guns are rifle and scope. Bullets are wearing your name. Losing track of time and of space. Midnight at sanity's edge. Losing friends to artillery shells. At the break of dawn. Break their will as yours has been broken. They're here alone.
Probably been said before as far as other reactions and so forth, but I do like the rolling of the R's in the vocal line.
Dream of home.
Very unique, the how audible and coherent the vocal is.
Dawn to gain a yard.
For the most part, at least. I mean, you do have to break through the accent a little bit, but it's not like he's making an inaudible, just sort of squealing and screeling and grunting and growling of a vocal.
Scout at night to gather lines. Lead your life in fortune's hands. Dream of heaven, angels are calling your name.
That's a heavy riff. That is a heavy riff. I'm surprised that they chose that to redo at a later time. I didn't think that was the strongest track on the record, personally. I felt that heavy riff was quality, but overall, I felt there was better tracks on the record, in all fairness. So that was my opinion of that one, Angels Calling. I think there's better tunes on the record. I don't know why they revisited that one. We've got track number 7, Back in Control, coming up next, alright, people? Hold on to your Socceroos, alright? Yes now, bless now, dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. This one's entitled Back in Control. Let's not waste no time. Let's rock out, people. Come on. Shout out to all the Sabaton heads out there. A few riffs on this record. Yo, Jacob says, can we all sit back and admire the magnificence of this song's riff? I still find it hilarious that of all the controversial things Sabaton has made songs about, this is the one that gets the most people mad. What's this in regards to? Probably because the events are pretty recent. What's this tune about? I don't even know. The world hates the British and I'm a Brit. Oh. Not me. Not the Britons. Oh. Yeah, you know what? I got fuck all to do with anything the British has done, so I don't get these British people who go out of the way to self-hate. Let's go, Back in Control. That's me, Back in Control, people.
Sent to the islands to secure what is ours, marching ashore in the cover of night. Hide until dawn and attack in the twilight. Shake them awake with the thunder of guns. Orders from the Iron Maiden, get the islands back. Failure will not be accepted. Call for artillery strike. Launch attack. We are back in control. Force them to surrender. Take what is ours. Restore law and order. Back in control. Push them further out to sea. Falklands in our hands. Back under British reign. Push them back further.
The Virgin Military Junta versus the Chad Iron Maiden.
And out from the islands into our fleet that will stop
Come on.
their retreat. Mark their positions and call in the air force. Harriers and Vulcan strikes at our command. Orders from the Iron Maiden, get the islands back. Failure will not be accepted. Call for artillery strike.
Falklands.
Back under British reign.
Big Maggie Thatcher, yeah?
Back in control, force them to surrender. Take what is ours, restore law and order. Back in control, push them further out to sea. Falklands in our hands.
Come on.
Back in control,
Little modulation, cheeky key change there.
them to surrender.
Higher register, come on.
Take what is ours, restore law and order. Back in control, push them further out to sea. Falklands in our hands, back under British reign.
The British anthem, everybody. That was Back in Control. Let's keep it moving. Light in the Black coming up next. Track number 8. We're listening to Sabaton. Come on now. There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV. I'm getting gassed up. I got a coffee on its way. Light in the Black. Let's go. Come on. Elton John on the pianos here. Little emotional ballad number. Come on. I may not always agree with the UN nor its actions, but I can't disrespect the soldiers who fight on its order. Thor replies, same. After all, they're only soldiers, and that is their job. Those poor souls. Thought Criminal says a soldier is a tool. They can be used for evil just as they can be used for good. Depends on your perspective. You know what I mean? That's all it is, really. I fully agree. I can agree for the most part. Yo, let me give you a little insight into me. I got into punk rock and I started really disliking the military and thinking, why did soldiers get called heroes and so on and so forth? Like, they're not heroic, they just go and kill people. But as I get older, I realise the manipulation in play as far as the media is concerned, and as far as the dynamic to get people to go and fight for war, that whole tribal element, and how they influence, in particular, the disenfranchised working class to go forth and do the bidding for reasons they don't truly understand, the ulterior motives as to why these fat cats want these young kids to go to war. And so I respect them, as I know that it's a great misfortune that they've been put on the path they have done, because it's not a comfortable life. I've known a lot of people who have come from the military. I've worked in roles as to where I've dealt with a lot of people who have had experience, and it's no good for your head. It's no good for your head, is it? It's really morbid and bleak. As cool as it is, and as cool as the movies depict it as and so forth. You know what I mean? It's them up top, not the governments. It's them atop of the governments, you know, with their almighty agendas and purposes. Let's go. What tune's that? The final countdown. Come on now. Final countdown.
Sent into battle to aid strangers in need. Gain independence, our forces will lead. Final solution when all others have failed. Liberation is coming, our path has been laid. We remember the fields where our tanks held the line. We remember our brothers in arms. When the war has been won and our march home begins, what awaits has not yet been revealed.
fantastic vocal harmonization there. Brilliant.
The march home begins. What awaits has not yet been revealed. What was won, what was lost, will our deeds be remembered? Are they written on stone or in sand?
Captain Malcolm says the UN keeps the peace in countries that are war-torn. They keep civilians safe. They have to follow the Geneva Convention and rules of war. Hey, you know what? As I said earlier, I know naff all about military history and so forth. And I know there's more than likely going to be plenty of people who listen to Sabaton who are very clued up on this. So I won't comment on it. I am a tinfoil hat head, just so you know. Like I don't take things for face value or what I get told. For the most part, I actually go for the opposite. So I'm not going to disagree with anyone here because they are more than likely correct as far as what they're saying, disregarding my personal opinion.
Our targets, our weights, facing resistance, forces driven by hate, protecting civilians while fired upon. Rules of engagement, our restrictions are gone. We remember the sea, where our ships broke the waves. We remember our brothers in arms. When the war has been won and our march home begins, what awaits has not yet been revealed.
This might be one of my favourite numbers. This has got great backing vocal to it in that chorus section. When them harmonies come in, it's massive, brilliant.
What was won, what was lost, will our deeds be remembered? Are they written on stone or in sand?
Here we go.
Leaving home, set to sea, was this really meant to be? See the shores of our homes fade away. Facing blood, facing pain, have our brothers died in vain? Many lives has been lost on the way. When the war has been won and our march home begins, what awaits has not yet been revealed. What was won, what was lost, will our deeds be remembered? Are they written on stone or in sand?
That was quality. Light in the Black. That might be best track on the record in my opinion. Purely for the chorus section, really good. We've got Metal Crew coming up next. This might be the best track. Let's not forget about this. This might be the best track of the record and potentially the last track. Only one way to find out. dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Sabaton. This one's entitled Metal Crew. The last one they did, as far as like referencing all the metal tracks, I really enjoyed it. So let's have a listen. Let's see if it's as good. Come on. Already.
and accept that you won't see no sorrow. The rainbow leads you home. Warriors sent to Milky Way, UFO shooting gamma ray, a riot of destruction. Watch the rock pitch go down and Vixen spread.
Come on.
The priest kill a maiden in the metal church. All the saints and warlocks watch the slaughter.
Metal Church is a band I need to check out, innit? I've never... Oh, shit, it's still playing. Come on now.
Saints and warlocks watch the slaughter. Rage of the slayer force of pretty maids to kiss the queen in crimson glory.
Fantastic riffing, fantastic energy. That scream at the start as well. We needed more of that through the record, in my opinion. Brilliant.
You were born a motorhead, bikes in flames you race ahead. You knew the cancer's rush. Racing
The band called Razorhead. I've never heard of that band before. Unless Razor's Edgy said then he was referencing Razor. I don't know. You tell me.
through, emulator chasing you. We're guns and burning roses. Status quo has been reached. What's unleashed?
Status Quo.
Will the priest kill a maiden in the
It's cool because these songs give an insight into the influences and the taste of the band, and I like that a lot.
metal church? Hormone saints and warlocks watch the slaughter. Rage of the slayer force the bleeding maids to kiss the queen in crimson glory. Take a sky ride with me, then you'll see. Will the priest kill a maiden in the metal church? All the saints and warlocks watch the
If you heard that incredible high falsetto in the background there, backing it up.
slaughter.
Wow.
Rage of the slayer force the bleeding maids to kiss the queen in crimson glory.
Some brilliant vocals on this one. I don't know why they don't utilise this more so, really. Fantastic. This band is just metal for metal's sake. So metal. Well, let's just finish this off. We've got a track here in the middle of the bits and bobs called Night Child. I'm going to check this one out. I'm not listening to demos, not listening to covers. I'm not listening to, anything that might potentially get us off the record. So this one's entitled Night Child. Let me just make sure this is a legitimate tune, purely because of the placement of it on the record. Find this way better than Purple Heart. All right, cool. Yeah. It seems this is legitimate. All right. So, dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're gonna finish this record off. All right. I've listened to 10 tunes on this record. I've sort of left out the additional B-side-esque bits. This one's entitled Night Child. As always, access all the full album listens. Just click the link down in the description. Support your boy. Let's not waste no time. Come on now, Night Child. Let's go. Let's finish this record off. It's been a journey. It's been a powerful journey. It's been a very metal journey. As you are, people, as you are. the Night Child. So we've heard Purple Heart before. Mystical Drone says, am I the only one to notice this sounds a lot like Purple Heart? They used this to write Purple Heart. Interesting. Wasn't it the other way around? Primo Victoria is older. The album release order doesn't equate to the songwriting order. It's Purple Heart is Night Child, but with different lyrics.
In the silence of the moonlight, you can hear a child's cry, like a lonely wolf howling into the sky. Wicked madman or a stranger, who is worse you just can't tell. Know the night shines way, the way of no return.
Sabaton fans, what do you think about having two variations of the same song, essentially?
Call me a dreamer, call me insane. I'll survive the storm, I'll take the pain. Out of the storm comes the children of the night. Out of the storm, a black masquerade. Dance with the dead to the music of a dream. Out of the storm, a night child appears. When the light fades away and the night puts me asleep, will I ever wake up again? Will I stay in this twilight forever? Out of the storm comes the children of the night. Out of the storm, a black masquerade. Dance with the dead to the music of a dream. Out of the storm, a night child appears.
Wow. Some fantastic noodling there at the end with the cadence and the stabs of the drumming and so forth. Yeah, that was a good tune. That was a good tune. I remember Blackheart and I preferred it. I felt it touched me a little more, so it was a little more literal in context. So that was Night Child, and that was the whole record. I'm going to sign out. I'm going to do an alternate video where I do a little review of this and give my opinions. And until next time, peace out. Sabaton heads. One love.